Hey, yo, welcome back to Right at the Wire. Well, as part of our daily stakes play at Saratoga, today we're going to be looking at Thursday's stakes race, and that's the Violette Stakes. For those of you who don't know, Violette was an institution on the New York circuit. Real good trainer, particularly at Roots. Had Read the Footnotes was one of his more prominent horses. So let's take a look at the field. Okay, the Violette Stakes is an ungraded stakes for New York bred 3-year-olds, and it's run on the inner turf at a mile and a 16th. It's the 9th race on the Thursday card at Saratoga. Number 1 is Rambing Wreck. He's the favorite, and deservedly so. Just missed last time, closing into slow fractions, and he'll likely have that same type of situation this time, or at least they're going to try to slow it down. I'm not sure they're going to be able to because there is a fair amount of pace signed on in this race, and that sets up very well for Rambling Wreck and his late running style. You see he can be up a little closer to the lead as he was last time, which is good, and he just missed. So I think he's in good form. There's nothing to knock here, and he is coming third off the layoff. So I think another move forward is probably likely with Danny Gargan as the trainer. All systems go. Good scenario. Win candidate. Number 2 is King of Comedy. He missed the last stakes race, but this one is will be trying to get up on the engine. I think you saw the last time was a big improvement, and this one has been improving steadily with every race. The last one was pretty solid, and it's important to note it was at a mile and an eighth. So you're cutting back in a little bit in distance, and that's not going to be a problem for this one, especially being by Oscar Performance. Not sure we can say that about some of the others. So that does give this one maybe has a little edge in stamina, and another move forward would win this race for sure. The problem is that you do have other horses jockeying for the lead here, and it's not going to allow King of Comedy to slow things down like he did in the last couple. So if he has to run a little bit more, obviously that's going to hamper his chances of winning this. But I do like this horse, and I think it probably, with the stamina edge, can hang on for underneath. Number 3 is Vacation Dance. And, if you look back at the 2-year-old year, it's kind of hard to believe that this one has sort of ended up where he is. I mean, he's just kind of plateaued. Just doesn't seem to be progressing or getting any better. And that will happen with 3-year-olds on occasion. Just runs the same race every time, and it isn't good enough. That's the bottom line to it. I think with the field here, I mean, maybe underneath is probably the limit. But aside from that, this one just isn't good enough to compete with the very best. Number 4 was Willing to Risk It All, and I really like this horse going into the New York Stallion Series Stakes, and didn't work out. He ran, I thought, a pretty good race, but got tired in the stretch. And with slow fractions at a mile, that really shouldn't have happened. So you kind of have to wonder if maybe the distance is a little far, and now you're going half a panel further, and that can't be a good recipe here for Willing to Risk It All. Did show some big improvement in the last race, but I don't think we're going to see another move forward here, and so maybe this one can hang on for the bottom of the Super, but that's the extent of it. I like others in here. 5 is It's All Coming Together, and won the last race by slowing the fractions down, and was pretty impressive on the front end. Hung in there pretty well, and you see has been progressing steadily, so there was no surprise when this one ran a big effort. Got to wonder if maybe either A, he was pointed to that, or B, there might be a regression coming. I'm not overly certain. Being by weekend hideaway, adding distance maybe isn't the greatest thing for this horse, but still is coming in very good form. Fully expect a competitive effort here. The problem is, as I mentioned, you do have King of Comedy in here who's going to want the lead as well. So I think that perhaps may compromise both their chances of taking this down. Still, I think this one's a player in here. Just not sure that he can take this one down, particularly with the late runners having an ideal scenario for them. Let's Go Big Blue is number 6, and George Weaver is about as hot as a trainer can get right now at Saratoga. He is winning in every class: dirt, turf, sprints, routes, maidens. His barn is on all cylinders, and you can tell because he's been, the 12 out of the last 25, but probably 12 out of the last like 14 or 15 more recently. So the barn is really clicking. This is Bill Parcells' outfit, August Dawn Farm. Just to be full disclosure, I kind of have a little sentimental interest in this because this is the same stable as Maple Leaf Mel. Rest in peace. But let's get on to the race. Let's Go Big Blue, I think, is a contender in here. As another one that has been improving pretty steadily. I think we'll be just off the leaders if he runs back to the same race he did last time. And if that's the case, he does get the first jump on Rambing Wreck. And I think that would be tactically probably the best thing to do. Now, he also may decide to take back, but if so, then he probably gets into Rambling Wreck's wheelhouse a little bit more. My guess is that he would probably want to be up closer, right behind the leaders, and if he can put that trip together, I think he's got a really good chance of winning this race. Everything's all systems a go right now. So here's what our top 3 looks like for the Rick Violet. It's a small field, so we're just going to go with 3. Number 1, I'm going to go with Let's Go Big Blue. It is a little bit of a sentimental pick, I admit. But I also think tactically this one's going to be in really good position, rating just behind the leaders. It should get the first jump on Rambling Wreck, and then it's a question of if he's good enough. It has been improving steadily, and I think he's good enough to win this race, so he gets the nod. Number 2 is Rambling Wreck. It's going to be a little farther back than Let's Go Big Blue, and tactically I think that's a bit of a disadvantage. This horse has done nothing wrong. He's certainly an excellent candidate to take this down. I just don't know if he's going to get the pace scenario that's to his liking. If it gets slow like it did in the race prior, then he's probably looking at another second. But this horse is more than capable of taking this one down. But I just give the slight edge to Let's Go Big Blue because he'll be in a little better position. And number 3, we're going to go with King of Comedy. I think he has a bit of a stamina edge over It's All Coming Together. And if by chance if they decide to try to rate It's All Coming Together, that leaves the lead all alone to King of Comedy, and if he can slow it down, I think he's got a really good chance of taking this one. He's done it at 1 1/8. This is a little bit of a cutback in distance, and it may help his chances. So King of Comedy gets number 3. So that's the top 3 for the Rick Violet. I think it's a pretty contentious race, and should be a real exciting finish. Looking forward to seeing it. Hope our analysis helps you with your wagering as always, and I wish you the best of luck. If you do like content like this, you can go on over to rightatthewire.com. We've got full coverage for Saratoga, 2-year-old analysis, daily plays, as well as full card analysis on the weekends. I will make a note, if on Wednesday or Thursday, if you do want selected races aside from the ones that I've chosen, you can reach out to me directly, and I'll be happy to accommodate you. I don't see any problem with that. I want you to have the best opportunity. So if that does occur, I know we've got a Pick 6 carryover for tomorrow that some of you have inquired about, and I'm more than happy to give you some extra races for that to maximize your opportunity. So just throw that out there. It's available to you. Just reach out to me via email, and I'll take care of it for you after you purchase the card. If you do like the content you see here at the YouTube channel, please like and subscribe. And we do thank all of you who have recently come aboard. It's nice to see this community grow, and I really appreciate the support. Love hearing from you guys. You continue to be great with the comments. I just can't tell you how much that means to me, and I thank you for that. So we'll be continuing with our daily stakes plays throughout the Saratoga meet. And on the weekends, we've got Alabama weekend coming up, so we'll have something special for that as well. So that's it for today, and I'll be talking to you in the very near future. And until then, be well.